Welcome back, everybody, to the Dirt Shed Show. Today, it's myself, Rich Payne, and I'm joined by Chris Smith from EMBN, and we have got some absolute belters for you. This week, we spotted some very secret Shimano wireless technology flaunted before our very eyes, Chris.
And we got a horrific injury from one of our top EWS racers.
Yikes, yeah, that does look painful. Also, the UCI have updated the rules on transgender athletes competing.
Nice, and we got some amazing drone action from the recent EWS out at Valberg.
Wow, all that and much, much more coming up on the Dirt Shed Show. Yes, welcome back to the Dirt Shed, everybody. We have got an absolute belter for you. Now, Chris, something pretty special was spotted the other day at EWS-E Valberg on Mick Hanna's Yeti.
Oh, these guys are sponsored, well, partnered with Shimano, so they always have the latest kit, right?
They do, and guess what? Wireless Shimano could be coming our way.
Finally, so we've got the Di2, so that was just electric, but this stuff has no wires at all to the rear mech,
No,
right?
that's it. So it looked like a mech was wired into the battery of the e-bike,
right,
but there was nothing connecting it to the shifter.
Wow, finally.
Yes, obviously some kind of test mule phase still. It's not in production because, well, we can't buy it yet, so we're only speculating here, but it looks pretty interesting.
It does, and that battery must last a long, long time compared to something like the SRAM, right? You got that big, what, 630
I mean, that's a lot of
hours of power.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power, isn't it?
I could only imagine there will be a more compact battery available for it at some point, but it did get me thinking, wireless when it comes to mountain biking, functional or fad? What are you saying?
I don't know, it is a big step forward, and I think it's a bit of both, really. I think component-wise, for me, I think the big one is like the SRAM Axis dropper. You know, not having to faff with all those cables going into the bottom of the dropper. You can swap it from bike to bike, or if you don't fancy a dropper for that day, say for instance you're going dirt jumping or to your bike park, stick a standard post in.
Do you put a dropper when you go dirt jumping, do you, mate?
Not a dropper, the other way around, the other way around. But you know, sometimes if you want a fixed post, it's nice just to slot that fixed
that's
post
true,
in.
that's true. They are very reliable. They're very easy to install, but are you really gaining much over a conventional dropper, say, or a conventional mech system?
I just think the faff is setting it up. I mean, obviously with the derailleurs and stuff, they can sort of adjust themselves. If you hit them, they, you know, line themselves back up. I think it's pretty cool, isn't it? But always in the back of my mind, flat batteries.
Exactly. That is it. You would call it range anxiety when it's like when you'd run out, wouldn't you? So it's a similar thing. Like, oh no, have I got actually enough battery in my whatever shifter mech? Is it actually worth it then? I do like to hear what you guys and girls think out there, so do let us know in the comments below. But as far as an investment goes, Chris, they do cost more than conventional. Do you think it's worth it?
It is pretty crazy money, isn't it? And I think if I was just going to invest in one component, as I mentioned earlier, it's got to be the seat post, right? I don't think there's much of a gain you're going to get over getting electronic gears on your bike, and it is a huge expense.
That would be your wireless investment. Well, for me, do you know what? I'm going to go bike computer.
Oh yeah. Not
gears, not dropper, nothing like that. But actually, you know, a bike computer is wireless nowadays. It does so much. My Garmin on my head unit when I do these big rides. I'm not going to say I couldn't live without it, but it's flipping useful. So that would be my sort of investment, if you like, that I think would be worthwhile. But like I said, let us know, what do you think is the best wireless invention out there for the mountain bike at the moment? Drop us a comment below, and yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. But Chris, it's almost time to move on, but I want to give a little shop shout out actually. Okay. Yeah, because summer's here.
Looking pretty fresh.
Oh, I thank you very much. I wanted to shout out the bundles as well. So we have got some great bargains on shorts and race jerseys and technical jerseys over at the GMBN shop now. Actually, link down below.
Maybe get rid of this
you need to get over there because you're in an EMBN top. But yeah, we got some great bundles. But you know what? It's time for the news and sickest thing of the week. It's Toff and Tom.
What's up everyone? Plenty of news to take you through this week, and we're starting with the EWS-E, the very first standalone round. Since the venue of Valberg is just a short hop from Val di Fassa, we actually saw plenty of the EWS crowd trying out the e-bike racing since it didn't conflict with their schedules. A turbulent women's race saw her overall leader Alia Marcellini drop out due to sickness, and Isabelle Coudurier drop out for something in her foot that wasn't so much splinter, more something you'd stab a vampire with. We can't show you as we'll for sure get demonetized, so if you've got a strong stomach, go check it out on our Instagram. Hopefully she's all good to resume what's been a very successful EWS season so far in a few months' time in Whistler. Laura Charles picked up the victory from Flo Espinera, and in the women's race it was Alex Rudeau with what I think was his first EWS-E race and win from Adrian Day and Antoine Roche. Okay, whilst we're on the subject of French mountain bike podiums, it was the National XC Champs last weekend where Titouan Caro and Loana Lecomte secured their tricolore sleeves for the year. Close racing in the men's, Titouan just a second ahead of Jordan Sarrou. Not so close in the women's after Pauline Ferrand-Pivot suffered a crash and finished over a minute back from Lecomte. A few new mountain bike products for you now. Tire insert manufacturer Rimpact has released an update to their insert range with 2 new offerings, the EDH, which is for e-bike weights and downhill duties, and a scaled down version for gravel and XC2. Both inserts are similar to their Rimpact Pro compound, offering dual density protection with vibration damping properties, and all manufacturing being done in the UK. There's a series of sizes and different prices depending on what exactly you need, so best check out their website for details if you're after a set yourself. Fulcrum have released some new mountain bike wheels, maximum bang for your buck with these, as Fulcrum say they are designed to guarantee reliability and resistance at an accessible price. The Red Zone 5 is intended for XC Marathon and the Red Metal 5 for trail biking. The Red Zone's retailing just under £400 and the Red Metals for just under $420. Formula have released the Cura X, a luxury lightweight version of the Cura with titanium small parts and screws and a carbon lever. With braided Kevlar hoses and toolless adjustment, this top-end Cura X will save you 34 grams and will set you back €260 per side. Okay, that's all from me this week. Let's get over to Toff for the sickest thing.
Now that I've got your attention, I want to show you something that's not an up-and-coming video project or rider. It's a zine from a Scottish dude called Stuart Leal, and it's called Shredder. Stu's a graphic designer by trade, and then in his spare time just puts this zine together. Like, how is that not like super bike life and rad? It's a counterculture zine, whatever that is. It's basically just like 6 stories, opinion pieces, and interviews from people of all different sizes in the industry, and those that are just definitely not scared to say what they want. It's basically a real sick passion project from all the riders, photographers, and just industry contributors involved, and I'd say it's definitely worth checking out. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Tom, thank you. Some great news as always. Toff, always some sick stuff from you. Right, it's now time for
Hacks and Bodges.
Hacks and Bodges. Hacks and Bodges.
I'm not singing this one. I gotta be like Neil, right?
Oh man. Hey, well, go on, you kick us off, Chris. Who or what have we got?
So we got this in from Lewis. He's got a 2019 Saracen Zenith Trail. I wanted to make my bike even more unique by making it a single speed, but I didn't have a chain tensioner. I had a spare derailleur lying around, and I used that as my chain tensioner.
Yeah, look at this.
Broke, and the chain was flopping around everywhere.
Yeah.
So you come to the rescue with a bit of a zip tie.
So basically, yeah, he's zip tied the bottom of the cage of the mech back to the upper part of it.
Yeah.
He's put a single speed converter kit on there, and well, there we go. Keeping the chain nice and tight. That is a...
Cool, isn't it?
What are we saying, hack or a bodge?
I think it's a hack.
Hack.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good way of using your old kit as well.
Yeah, that's true. Recycling. We do like it. Right, next up we have Lee from Sydney, Australia. Basically a hydration bladder drying aid fashioned out of a rubber-coated wire hanger. The hanger allows air to circulate in the bladder as it's hanging and drying, then doubles as a hanger because, well, that's what they do. Excellent, yeah.
That's cool, isn't it? I think Camelback actually offer that as a aftermarket thing, don't they?
They do, so if you want to save a few quid, I guess.
Yeah, get into that. Or just stick it in the freezer. That's the other hack I heard.
Really?
It up, kills all the bacteria, keeps it nice and cool next time you want to use it.
Oh, that's quite a good idea. Oh, a good hack again there, I think, from Lee. Nice one. Yeah, look at that. Okay, next up we have Lucas with his Octane 1 Zircus. Is that correct?
It is, yeah.
A Zircus. I wanted to reuse an old wheel off my main enduro bike, so I turned down the end cap to fit a 135mm dropout, and then turned a 12mm bar of steel down to 10mm, like on a lathe. Sorry, I was being a bit slow there. Nice one, Lucas. Then threaded it and added some nuts. Flippin' hecky, so he just made his own axle.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And look, it's real tidy in there.
Yeah,
if you look
it
at that
looks
last
really
picture,
good, isn't it? Yeah, it looks really smart.
Very nice.
Love a lathe to get crazy on, but yeah, some good stuff there, isn't it?
Yeah, you are pretty lathy. Okay, we gotta choose. We gotta choose our winner. What are we thinking? I've got one in mind, but you're the guest, so I'm gonna let you choose.
I think, I'm just going back through them quickly now. I think the last one
Yes, okay.
is
I'm glad
definitely
you
got to be
said that.
taking it
Yeah.
from Lucas. I think, you know, that's a really good
Well, some time and effort gone into that.
It's even just, it's craft rather than a hacklebot.
Craft. Hack, bodge and craft now, are we?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
All
Nice.
right, Lucas, congratulations. I believe an imaginary stunt mug is on its way to you. I don't know where it's gone, so bing, there you go. Congratulations, mate. Pro hack time, Chris.
Right.
Something from the world of tech that we've maybe seen, heard, had, who knows what, and I've got something pretty mental for you, actually.
What you got? Come on, shock me. In a black bag? Oh, what is this? Oh my God, what's this?
So,
like a razor or something, is it?
yeah, you just shave a bit. I could do a bit of a shave. So that is a Schmalk full carbon saddle. Basically, I'm doing a super light build coming up, and that is going on it amongst some other crazy parts.
Well, I hope
And
you got
look at it.
I hope you got some chamois butter for this one, Rich. It looks like it isn't really going to be that comfortable, right?
Well, looks can be deceiving, mine.
Is that 1 mil of padding on there?
That
Something
is
like
that,
carbon
not
weave?
even that, but look, this thing's crazy. So even the rails are bonded to the bottom. The shelf itself is all one piece. I
This
mean,
vent as well.
well, that's for
Relieve some pressure.
Yeah, that is where you're going to need some pressure there. But crazy, pro hack right there. But caption contest time now. Last week's picture was a belter of me and Blake. Then look at this. It's
What the hell are
interesting.
you doing?
The people have decided what we're doing. Who have we got first? And Gabe C says, Spicy Wing Challenge Part 2. I hope
Looks
not.
like it.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was not fun.
Didn't look at it. We got this in from Benjamin Whitty. He says, that moment when the boys realised what happened when GCN gate crashed the Dirt Shed show with a live audience. Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
It was, wasn't it?
Shan't be allowing that again. And Steve Sapala, Blake and Rich realise they've stumbled across the inspiration for the new GMBN race jersey design. Who's winning a race jersey this week?
It's close. I think Steve Sapala. With that last comment.
Blake and Rich realise they've stumbled across the inspiration for the new
Loving that.
GMBN race design, and luckily you now get one of the race jerseys winging its way to you, sir. Right, here is this week's caption contest picture. Right, we got some things we like this week, Chris. Now, first up, we briefly mentioned this earlier in the programme. Programme? Do we call it a programme, this?
It's a show, isn't it?
A show, programme, it was one and the same. Basically, the UCI have updated their rules and regulations for transgender athletes. Now, this is obviously a tricky subject, but athlete Kate Weatherly sees it as a really positive thing, and I agree. So she's quoted as saying, I feel that tightening restrictions on trans athletes is appropriate as long as those decisions are made from an educated perspective without influence from existing biases that potentially unjustly ban trans women from competing. Wise words, so we'll have to watch this space.
Yeah, sounds good. And a post that we didn't really like, but I think it caught everyone's attention, was this horrible foot injury from Isabeau Codoria. Not looking good, is it?
No.
Did you like the pronunciation?
Yeah, nailed it, mate. Absolutely smashed it. Yeah, no, that foot impaling.
Oh, straight in the tattoo as well, wasn't it? Almost in, was it a bear's
man.
mouth? Looked
Yeah,
like smoking
no,
a
dog.
cigar.
Is it like a dog? Now it's chewing on a stick, so nice one. Yeah, no, those are grim. Right, we've got some bangers coming up this following week, and I'm really looking forward to a couple, Chris. Mostly, though, we did beginner versus amateur versus pro enduro edition.
Whoa.
Yes, this is going to be a good one. All the way from EWS Scotland, which happened at the beginning of the season. I'm excited for this. What about you,
Poor
Chris?
cameraman involved in that one.
Oh, we
didn't
did drag in some cameramen. Jack Moyer might be in there.
Yeah.
Just you're gonna have to wait and see. Watch it this
Looking forward
weekend.
to that. A video I'm looking forward to is how to use your bike stand and get the most from it. Now, something I don't really use too much at home, to be honest.
No, I have seen the state of your bikes, and I would say you've probably never used one because.
Flick one upside down on the lawn, tweak the gears, lube the chain, off you go.
Get on, you don't even do that. Unbelievable. This guy. Well loud, yeah.
Got a horrible pitch.
Bike vault time, Chris.
Oh, nice. My favourite bit of the show.
Some nices and super nices. As always, you lot out there have sent in some bangers of your bikes. But don't forget, the uploader is linked down below, so please do keep sending those in. Same with hacks and bodges. In fact, all your stuff. We like to see it also. Send it into the uploader. But let's kick things off, Chris. So we have, first up, is Etienne's Trek Roscoe from Dalby Forest. Not too far from here. Well, same country anyway. Okay, out exploring Dalby for the first time. Great trails with great views of North Yorkshire moors. What do we think? Nice or super nice?
I'm getting quite a super nice vibe from this. Looks like a
Whoa.
nice sunny day, some nice...
Well, we don't have the bell, but ring the... horn. Okay. Moving on. Quam's Ragley Bigwig from South Wales.
Interesting setup here, isn't it? Some big high-rise bars on there.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That saddle's very pointed down at the front as well.
Yeah, it might be one of those wheelie guys. Maybe.
My first new build bike. Ah, well, and do you know, it's non-drive side. Because it's his first one, I feel like we should super nice it.
Yeah. So loud. Next up, we got Franz here. He's got a 2021 Dartmoor Hornet hardtail. He's out in the Philippines. Built for enduro and hard trails.
That's a cool picture, actually. I like the composition of the picture. Like all the rock, the grass. It's nice and in focus.
No dropper on there, actually.
No dropper, no. But he has got a quick release, so, you know.
And a chain guide, so it's a bit more, looks like a kind of four-crossy.
Okay, is the Hornet getting the horn? It is! Wow, we are giving away these super nices. Okay, Chris, 2021 Specialized Fuse Expert 29er. Taking on his local trails in Mantua, New Jersey, US of A. He rides this bike hard, he says. It takes a beating and just keeps asking for more. That's what she said. It handles the trails like a Cadillac and is easy to throw around.
Nice. Can't quite see the whole bike there. Just a little bit, you know, front wheel being out of shot.
Yeah, it's a
non-drive
portrait, not landscape picture. So I think that's a nice though. Very nice indeed. Right, crikey, look at the size of this rod.
Whoa.
Oh no, rods. Sorry, it's
rod.
Rods White 529 from Cambridgeshire.
It is pretty large, isn't it? Look
That's
at it.
massive. He's got a big one there.
It's got a white 529 out in Cambridgeshire, out exploring with the missus.
I bet.
It's a great morning.
Yeah, bit of morning glory there. That's a super nice. Lovely jubbly. Right. Barry's got another orange white. Not as big as Rod's though, Barry, I'm afraid. Sorry, buddy. But this is the top of the blue run at Glenlivet Trail Centre. That is a very good trail centre.
Beautiful day and really flowing trails.
Do you know what? I actually do like that picture a lot. I'm going to do that. It's super nice. I'm going to spare your ear this time.
Cool. Next shot we got here is from Gary. He's got a recycled Saracen Mantra 2.6, built and sprayed up with his dad on the Malvern Hills. So that's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Built with help from my dad from a second-hand frame. Got loads of spare parts from his dad's bike. First bike with front suspension, dropper post,
wicked.
and a blue and purple fade job topped off with some purple death grip.
Gary?
Super nice.
Super nice, in fact, yes. Right, last but not least then, Andy's Titus Loco Moto from Devon. It's a hardcore hardtail and mullet is king, he says. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice bike. Look, little green chain guys.
Is that titanium?
I don't know on the Tituses, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it does look a cool bike though.
It does look very nice.
Funky dropouts on the rear as well.
Big flat pedals as well. That
Seat
thing is
stays
built
are cool,
together. That is, do you know what, I'm giving it a nice.
Nice.
Nice. What were you saying?
Oh, I was going to give it a super nice.
Go on, let's end on a good one. Oh, Lord. Well, I am mildly deaf in this ear now, but it has been fun. Chris, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Rich.
As always, everyone, don't forget, upload your bits and bobs to the uploader linked down below. We always like to see what you've got. But from us, for now, we'll see you later. Cheers.